Does that have any kind of draining effect when you guys come back out in the second half?
I'm not sure it was a draining effect, but it's disappointing. I mean, we got to take advantage of that, and you know, the defense played great, the special teams played great, and gave us a lot of opportunities there to take advantage of it, and we didn't. So, yeah, it's disappointing, and certainly, you know, hurt us.
I know you dropped the pass, but what do you think? Why do you think Saquon just hasn't been a huge part of the passing game? Hasn't produced big in the passing game lately?
I mean, I think you know, I got to do a better job finding him when he's open and getting the ball, you know, accurately. I think you know, defenses are certainly aware of what he can do in the pass game, and you know, or you know, account for that and the way they play him. But yeah, I mean, I got to do a better job getting him the ball.
Obviously, this is 7 straight losses. Just how are you dealing with the continuing losing?
It's tough. I mean, no one likes to lose, and you know, everyone in this locker room, everyone part of the organization is you know, trying to do all we can to correct it. So we got to keep doing that, and look at what we're doing, and you know, get better, because you know, right now it's not good enough.
Daniel, sometimes when you throw a touchdown past the goal line, because you took a pretty good hit on that, didn't you?
Yeah, I just had a one-on-one opportunity with him, and tried to give him a chance there on fourth down, and he went up and made a really good play. So.
Did you see it? Were you on the ground, or did you see the catch?
No, I didn't see the catch, but yeah, just tried to make a play.
Was it hard to keep your eyes down the field? Did you sense that Matt was closing in on you there?
Yeah, I felt the rush there, and stepped up, but yeah, heck of a play by him.
What's the thought process there? We hit the ball 95 yards away, no timeout, 3 minutes to go, and you get a touchdown.
It's a big opportunity for us. I think you know, we had to find completions and keep the ball moving forward, and just kind of stalled out. So I don't know, it was an opportunity to go down and win the game, and we got to take advantage of it.
How'd you get the cut on your hand?
Just a hit or something.
Did you get stitches or anything?
No.
Why do you think this team can get out of this loser streak and turn it around? Like, do you think that it's so wild?
I definitely think. I mean, I think the guys we have on the team. I think when you look across the board, we have a lot of players who can make plays. I think when you look at our season and this stretch, we've played well at times and haven't consistently enough. So I think that consistency is what we're searching for, is what we need to achieve if we want to be better. But I think we're certainly capable. I think everyone's mindset is to get back on track, and I think I think we certainly have the means to do it.
Do you need results to start validating any progress you think you're making? Like, if you make some good plays like you did at the end of the game today, do you need to win games like that to validate that you're progressing in your mind?
I think I think I can try to look specifically at certain things to feel progression or feel improvement. But yeah, I mean, overall, if you're not winning games, if you're not getting the results, it's going to be disappointing, and you're going to certainly a lot more to improve on. But I think there's opportunities to learn from specific plays and specific instances of the game.
4th and 4, do you expect Shepard to be a little deeper or a little crossing out?
Just got to get him the ball sooner, I think, there, and give him an opportunity to get upfield.
Defense did a lot of really good things, kept us in a game, hard-fought game. We didn't score enough points on offense. We obviously didn't make our kicks, so we didn't have a good enough contribution in those areas. We kept fighting, but there's no prizes for that. You got to do what you have to do to win the game. So, again, hard-fought game that we came out on the losing end, and we just got to get back home and get back to work. So I'll take your questions.
Why wasn't the offense able to get anything going until
the end of the game, pretty much.
Well, you know what? We moved the ball and got ourselves in the red zone, the high red zone area. Then we missed a couple field goals, in a tight game. They're good on defense. And then obviously at the end there, we did a good job of getting in 2 minutes and putting a scoring drive together. So we had one scoring drive in the first half and one in the second, and that's not good enough.
What's your level of frustration with Roses?
Level of frustration. I'm disappointed we didn't make our kicks. So.
What's going on with the kicking?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious I think it was pretty obvious what happened today, right? We just didn't make them. So there's three parts to it, right? You need to snap, you need to hold, and you got to kick. And we missed two today. So, but we got to just move past that.
Just I'm really not that smart. It's not that obvious to me. Like the first one, we saw the snap. What was about the second one? You were the snap there too.
No, I think the snap. I mean, it was, when the ball gets down, and I thought, Riley did a good job of holding both of them. So, but you got to make them. There's some little fundamental technical things that we talk about as coaches, but the reality of it is you got to make them.
Are you worried about his confidence?
No, you just get back to work and next time out, make them.
When you made the decision to take DeAndre out and put Sam in for a pretty big stretch, was DeAndre hurt? Just trying to.
No, we were just getting Sam some work in there. That's all. Making sure throughout the game.
What's the frustration? I mean, I know there's going to be growing pains with young defensive backs, but it seemed like Corey took some lumps today, got turned around in coverage on the touchdown. How do you go
they just keep.
growing pains as a defense?
Well, you just keep battling, and then you keep fighting. And, unfortunately, there's plays that are made on you throughout the game, and then you just keep fighting to keep them out of the end zone, which we did a pretty decent job of for the most part. And then you just keep fighting, and the young players just keep playing.
It looked like at some points they looked like they were targeting Corey Valentine at certain points.
I don't know that. You'd have to ask them that. But, everybody's got to cover their guy.
When you stopped them on the third and short and they kept the offense on the field and then ran the punt team,
Yeah.
could you have sent out your punt team?
We could have. We went safe punt there. That's all. So just to make sure we didn't have a substitution issue. We practiced that, and that's what we intended to do.
Is it normally a different situation if Peppers is out there because he's
Possibly. Yeah. With Jabril being out, it changed up the substitution just a little bit.
Contemplate putting a returner back there at least then?
We contemplated it, but Jack has practiced it, and it was a good punt on their part.
Did you want him to catch it there?
I'll have to look at it. I didn't see exactly. I think we ended up getting the ball on about the 6 after a little bit of a roll. So I got to see exactly what happened.
Is there some sort of data that you use, or just your gut when that's 2 games in a row, or 2 of the last 3 where you used all your timeouts there, like that early?
Yeah, stop it, and it worked, right?
Yeah, I'm just curious why you use it there and not closer to the 2-minute mark.
We had 3 timeouts, which we wanted to have, and they had 3 downs to get a first down, which they didn't, and we used them, and then we had our timeouts, and then we got the ball back. So, yeah, I mean, there's data, but there's also gut. Had they made a first down, then the game, yeah. So you just keep using them.
What did you see from Daniel? It seemed like a little bit of a slow start, but he makes a great throw for the touchdown at the end there. What did you see from him?
Yeah, he played tough throughout, We'll look at it in detail tomorrow. He battled, and, there's areas in the game we got to be better. I mean, the whole team's got to be better.
What happened on the 4th and 4, the 1-yard pass to Shepard? He got up, he seemed kind of confused.
No, he wasn't confused. I mean, it was a pick route against man coverage, and we picked him off, and, we didn't I should say it was a pick route. It was a rub route, and we rubbed him off, and we just didn't get the distance we needed. I wasn't confused. I'm sure he's disappointed he didn't make the first down.
Is that the kind of play where
I wouldn't call it confused.
you're hoping or looking for?
Well, I don't know. You ask him. Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Is that the kind of play you're kind of looking for, maybe hoping he can break, if he gets one more step on that guy, he can get the extra yards? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, typically called for man coverage. We got man coverage, got what we're looking for, and they did a good job of getting close to it and tackling it for less than what we wanted. That's the reality.
Was there anything
But he's in there. I'm sure you guys can ask him what he meant by. I didn't notice the hand thing, so.
Was there anything you saw that
No. No, I mean, they're a very stout defense. We talked about that all week, and that's pretty obvious, right? So we have to do things, in the game to protect them, and because they're good at pass rushing, and we got to do more when we get closer. We got to be scoring touchdowns instead of kicking field goals in a close game like this.
Sack fumble was obviously another costly play. Very
No question. And he was throwing the ball on time. Wasn't like he was holding it.
Right. It looked like
But that'll go against him as a sack fumble, right? Yeah. That's no question.
Yeah, it looked like your guy was in a better position to get the ball than their guy. Did you see that from your side?
You mean the fumble itself?
Loose ball on the ground. Yeah, if you pick it up, you live for another down.
Obviously. I can't tell you that. Ball was on the ground and we were fighting for it. Why they got it and we didn't, we'll look at that here.
What did you see from Saquon?
He battled. Well, I think he battled through it, and they're good on defense. They're good against the run, and we fought them. We just didn't score enough points to beat them.
You mentioned how the fumble goes against Daniel, but does Nate just need to
Everything just needs to time out a little better, and obviously we can't have that happen.
Quarterbacks with more experience have the ability to sense that pressure from behind them.
No. He was trying to get the ball. We were throwing a ball to Saquon, who had the linebacker beat, and by all rights would have been a good gain. And he got sacked and hit.
Pat Shurmur, what did you think of your defense overall, though? It seemed like they played better. Was there anything
They had a positive in-cap.
differently than maybe the pre-bye?
I think on defense, you just got to play team defense and fight through it. And they did a good job of that. They had the long drive, but we got the interception, which was awesome. And then they gave us an opportunity at the end with the ball to go down and win a one-score game. So I was pleased with the way they fought, but we as a team didn't get it done.
How did Julian do in your view?
Yeah, he did a good job. Our intention was to play him some. That was one of the things coming out of the bye. So some of the things that you noticed were things that just didn't happen. They were things that were intentional. And then he probably played a little bit more than we had planned when Peppers went down.
How frustrating is another game like this where, obviously offense struggled to get going?
Yeah, definitely frustrating because, it's another one of those games that we had an opportunity to win and we just didn't figure it out. But definitely proud of the team, how we fought, especially when things started swinging our way. But, heck of a play by Tate and DJ on that fourth down to keep us alive. And at the end of the day, we were in position to go down and score and win the game, and we just got to find a way to get it done. And those are the little growing pains that we're going through right now, but we're going to figure it out.
What made life so difficult for you guys today offensively? What did they do that made it difficult to run?
It's Khalil Mack, Michael. I can go down the list. They're just a great defense. I love going against those guys. Got to go against them last year and this year. Always up for that challenge. In my opinion, probably the best defense in the league. When you just point out the players and how many players that they have. But kudos to them. They played a great game. At the end of the day, no matter how great a game they played, we still had the opportunity to win a game and we didn't do it.
Saquon, how important is it for you to show the leadership that you do on the bench? The team is down to the fourth quarter, and you're trying to give guys pep talks going out there like you're sure you guys are going to score.
Yeah, because that's my mindset. Every time we touch the field, we're going to score. Every game we play, we're going to win. Obviously, the outcome hasn't been that way that much this season, and every time you go out there, you're probably not going to score, but you got to have that belief. You got to believe it first for it to actually happen.
Did you feel like the momentum switched a little bit after you guys, your second missed kick for field goal?
I wouldn't say the momentum switched, but did it? I think they went down and scored on that. They answered. That's what you gotta do. You gotta capitalize on the other team's mistakes, and we had a mistake there, and they went down and they capitalized. But when they capitalized, we gotta capitalize and make a play to even it out, and we didn't do that.
How much did that drop kill you?
Huh?
How much did that drop kill you?
Man, that drop, yeah. It sucks. Happened early in the game. Probably had opportunity to do something with it if I would have caught it. DJ put a great ball. I got locked in and focused there. That's the standard I hold myself to. But at the same time, you got to move on and put in the pass and get ready to play for the rest of the game.
You dropped the ball last year against the Redskins. You went up to everyone. You said you were, said something to everybody. Did you say anything to anybody after?
Nah, I was more upset at myself. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself, especially with this, I guess the way the season's been going for me. But a lot of guys came to me and was like, next play, just hit me in the head and was like, next play, move on. And I just shook my head, said, yeah, I got you. And it was just over after that.
What's the feeling on that fourth and one? I think they did the pitch to you and you get the ball and there's 3 guys in your lap.
Great play call by them. I mean, they played it really well. What we're expecting is going to be a 1-on-1 with a D lineman. But that's who they are. They're a great defense, and they made a great play there.
Were you going to throw the ball?
Throw it?
Yeah, you like
Nah, I can't throw. Nah, I was going to throw the ball.
You mentioned the way the season's going.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have lost 7 straight as a team now, too. How hard is that to kind of imagine?
It's upsetting.
Into the season that this is kind of what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at our team and you see how much talent we have, and the great coaches that we have too, you wouldn't expect us to be 2-9. I think we are now. We have so much talent, but things just, I don't know why, for some reason, some things just don't go our way in games. But hey, those are growing pains, and that's why I keep telling the guys. Just live and learn from it. But when we do turn this thing around, these are going to be the moments that we appreciate because when we do get this thing around, which I do believe is going to be very soon, we're going to laugh at moments like this.
Saquon, is it even more surprising when the struggles happen because you can put a 97-yard touchdown drive together like you did today?
Yeah, I mean, we show it. We show how talented we are. And we know how talented we are. Just got to be consistent. When you look at the good teams and the great teams in the league right now, and the teams that are the 8-2s and the 7-3s or 6-4s, they play at a consistent level every week, and that's what we have been doing. And it starts with all of us. Starts with me being one of the leaders and being one of the guys on the team. But that's what we got to do better.
Hey Giants fans, Jabril Peppers here. Want to be the first to see Giants videos? Subscribe now.